Geneva, home to 30 international organisations employing 30,000 people. Thousands of diplomats and civil servants live here, spending 5 billion francs in the region every year. But the world is changing. Other countries want some of what makes International Geneva so special.
With good reason, emerging markets are asking for a bigger long-term say in where international organisations are based.
The Philippines, South Korea, Malaysia and Mexico are all prepared to pay a high price for some international prestige. And Qatar, for example, has offered a bumper package for any organisation that decides to relocate there, moving costs, rents, salaries, schools.
They're interested in us and they're offering political cooperation.
European cities that already host UN structures have also joined the race. Denmark, a generous contributor to the UN, is about to open a new complex in a suburb of Copenhagen called UN City. They now want to fill it up with international organisations.
We offer to pay for the rent in these marvellous buildings, and we pay for the movement of the déménagement of the office from wherever they come from in the world, and they pay a lump sum for each person for the cost of the installation of these persons in Denmark.
Reportedly, Denmark has just made this type of offer to UNICEF, which has its seat in Geneva. The Danes are said to be offering 100,000 francs per relocated staff member. UNICEF has not yet decided whether to accept the offer, but it may well be tempted. Geneva is an expensive hub. The UN's annual budget is $5 billion. But many contributing countries are now deeply in the red and looking for ways to save money. The UN has to pay 60% more for its Geneva staff in dollars than it did 10 years ago. It's hard to find accommodation and the right schools in Geneva, and these are expensive. Meanwhile, crime is on the rise.
Geneva is losing its appeal for UN staff. We've spoken about crime. A lot of our people have had problems. They've been attacked, badgered by drug dealers. Their homes have been broken into. They say it's changed. We even have staff in New York who say life is better in Manhattan. So we have to take this seriously.
Geneva is also being challenged by profound changes in the way organisations manage their affairs.
Up until now, governance was carried out from seats, that is, from the cities that host the large international organisations. The world was organised from those seats. In the future, organisations will use networks made up of a multitude of entities at many different sites, speaking about many subjects at the same time.
In the light of this, it seems unlikely that the Swiss government will manage to hold on to every threatened post. The Confederation might be better off focusing on its strong points: health, human rights, the economy and the environment. Its trump card is the unparalleled concentration of organisations in one place, Geneva.
We will certainly not rest on our laurels. We will improve, reinforce and refine our current offer.
It seems that the government is refusing to raise the stakes, but it will have to pay up, even if it's just for revamping the buildings used by international organisations. The current renovations are expected to cost 1 billion francs.